Okay, everybody, this is the time to tell. So, pressure's dropped. Sorry about the squeaking in the background, but I gave my dog a toy for being so good. And what do y'all think? Looks like it survived. You can post in the comments, let me know what you think. You're probably all wondering about this chili, so let me show you that. Oh my God, this thing's heavy tonight. So let's see, what does this chili look like? I'll open this thing up. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. Oh wow, look at that. That's some chili right there. So we'll give it a stir. What do y'all think? Still interested in those pads, or how about some chili? Hey everybody, how are you doing today? This is going to be a test for this pressure cooker and all this meat. So I just ground some meat with this meat grinder, cleaned it out with some onions and jalapenos. I've got tomato puree, ground beef with a little bit of bacon in it. That's chuck roast that I ground up. I'll start out by spraying this thing on the inside, and I'm going to turn on and start putting the meat in here, and then I'll saute it, and then of course I'm going to have to separate all this out. So that noise you hear is, it's beeping at me because I did the wrong one, which is nice. Instead of burning something, I'm cooking the right one now. So had I had something here that was metal on this burner over here, that would have been a problem, or that plastic thing would have melted if it was a regular stove. So here I am cooking it, and this is the saute effort here. So what I'm going to do is turn this down to just a slightly lower temperature, because I don't like to cook this on high. Not because I'm worried about these induction pads, those will handle this just fine, but I don't want to burn my meat. Less is more. And oh my gosh, bacon in here is amazing smelling. This is really good. So I'm on level 8, and I'm cooking this away. I'll come back and show you a little bit later what this looks like after it's been cooked. That meat's cooking down, which is good. I can actually put the rest of this in here. So what I did was I attached a food processor to here, which is not on here, and then today, after I used the food processor for all these tomatoes, I started to think about, when I was making the meat, I was grinding it. I took the meat and froze it for a little while, froze this stainless steel grinder, and then started putting all the meat through there. And I thought, you know, there's a better way to clean this thing out, and that is to just run some vegetables through there that I have to grind up. So red onion and jalapeno, and there's a little bit of a tomatillo in there. So here we are, this meat sauteed. I think we're in good shape here. That looks amazing. So what I'm gonna do is now mix in some other stuff in here. I'll put the vegetables in, soften the onions. I'll add in my beans and the sauce. I think I have enough liquid here where I don't have to put something else in here to make up for that. So I'll get back to you on that in a minute. Thanks. Okay, so here's something I learned. There's this tomato paste. When I was a kid, I used to do this. It was kind of entertaining for me. And I'd do this one-handed, and that is to get this out of here. I'm just going to push down on it. And of course, that lid's probably going to end up in the chili, so we'll retrieve that in a minute. Yeah, that works really well. There we go. Okay. We'll recycle that later on. Grab the lid. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence here about putting in extra beef stock. I don't think I need it. I think I'll unnecessarily make this too thin. And every time I look at this, I wonder. So I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm going to add some beef stock. Okay, gut feeling, facts, all that stuff. There's the beef stock. I think we did the right thing. What do you all think? You can post that in the comments. Go easy on me. Okay, there's my chili. Oh my gosh, this looks good. Okay, so since there's some raw meat in here, that's all getting sanitized later on. All right, so what's missing? Oh yeah, the lid. Okay, so by cooking all this in here and sauteing it, I was able to get this nicely brought up to a much closer temperature. I'll probably be at full pressure here in a matter of moments. So that's release, that's lower pressure, that's the highest pressure. So what happens is while we're cooking this, that little vent will seal up. That little red thing inside of there will push upward and it will create pressure. And instead of cooking at 100 degrees Celsius, it'll probably cook at 110, 120, somewhere around there, maybe more. We'll just boost this up. I'm gonna quickly get that thing to pop. And then the idea is to lower the heat on this while it cooks and just maintain pressure. So there you can see I'm at 9. I'm on the boost mode. Maybe I call that beast mode, right? Again, the real important thing here, just make sure that fully pressurizes and then back off on the heat. So when I was requested to perform this feat to test this induction pad, I don't think it's really that much of a big deal, because what I'm doing is after this comes up to pressure, we're going to lower down the temperature here where it's going to be more of a reasonable level. Not that I'm worried about it. I had this thing sit here with an iron skillet sitting on there for 2 hours one time. There we go, we're up to pressure. So next thing is we're gonna let that relieve a little bit of pressure, and then we'll come down on the heat. So I'm not sure if y'all seen pressure cookers before. You've probably heard of an Instant Pot. Those are nice to have, and chose this method. I gave away my version of that to one of my adult kids, and I use this. The reason why is that I can use this on my stove. I can put it on an induction stove that I have that's portable. I can do that outside if it's really gonna make a lot of odor. Let's say I was cooking crab in here. And the other thing is that if I have a power failure, I can use this on a camping stove. You know, some of those gas stoves that I've shown you, I have the ability to use this without any power. And that's a real nice fuel saver, because by using this, you're cooking in so much less time that you're able to save a lot of fuel. What I like here is that, you know, by the time it's 7 o'clock, I will end up having dinner in front of me instead of waiting an hour. So that reminds me, we'll set this thing here. Okay, so I got that. That's set to go. We'll just set that here and watch it. A little bit about pressure cooking beans. So when you pressure cook beans, the important thing here is not to do a full pressure release. Just let this thing sit, let it come down in pressure and naturally release, so that you're not spraying a bunch of foam through here from the beans. Okay, important factor there just to consider. The other way is you could wash this down with cold water on the outside and top here and relieve the pressure that way. Since I'm using beef is best to have that natural release. Chicken and other meats are better just to do a quick release, like if you were doing this with pork chops, for example. So Lots of little ins and outs on the pressure cooking. There goes the pressure. You hear that? So we'll back off a little bit on the heat. I probably can go way down here. And put that down to like 3 or 4. So we'll see. A little bit about this pressure cooker and my dog. I used to make steel cut oats and something similar to this, and every time I let off the pressure cooker, it scared my dog when she was a puppy about 14 years ago. And it was kind of heart-wrenching. You know, I'd find her upstairs shaking and panting at the same time. So through positive reinforcement, every time that the pressure cooker would go off, I'd say, pressure cooker, and I'd give her a treat. And this thing was releasing steam, and now she associates that with something really nice. So this is Sophie, and she's 15 years old, and she really likes the pressure cooker now. When that thing goes off, she's excited because there's some positive reinforcement. So just something that thought I'd tell you all. She's definitely more tolerant of it. Okay, I caught it just in time. All right, so now it's time to turn that thing off. Look how quick that will go down to no longer blowing pressure out of there. So now it's just a wait. Okay, everybody, this is the time to tell. So pressure's dropped. Sorry about the squeaking in the background, but I gave my dog a toy for being so good. And what do y'all think? Looks like it survived. You can post in the comments, let me know what you think. You're probably all wondering about this chili, so let me show you that. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. So, nice thing is all those pads, they've been dropped into the dishwasher for further cleaning tonight. So let's see, what does this chili look like? I'll open this thing up. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. Oh wow, look at that. That's some chili right there. So we'll give it a stir. What do y'all think? Still interested in those pads, or how about some chili? Came out pretty well. Let me know what you think. All right, maybe we're interested in the pad, so let me know what you think about that too. All right, thanks a lot. Take care, everybody. If you like this video and want some more, yeah, why don't you click the like button and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. Thank you very much, you all.